Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, if you're interested in booking coaching calls or tarot readings, my website is in the description box where you can do that. Every time I film one of these Zodiac season videos in this series, afterwards I always get so much more information, more messages, more downloads, and I just see more things playing out. So I created a club where all of that extra information will be included, where you can learn more about astrology, tarot, all of the things, and where you can do inner work through the Zodiac season. So if you're interested in that, the link for that is also going to be in the description box. And happy birthday to my sun sign Leos out there. I'm also a sun sign Leo, so happy birthday to us. And I hope you enjoy your time to shine during this season. Now let's get into the video. So Leo is a fire sign and it's ruled by the sun. And the fact that the sun is coming back home into its sign, it's happy here. It's like, I just did all this work. I'm coming back home. I'm kicking my shoes off. I'm gonna be relaxed. It's in its comfort zone here. This is where it's happy. Think about like if you were gone all day and you've been working all day and you finally come home and you're just like, I can breathe, I can relax, I can do whatever I need to do, I can chill, whatever I want to do, I can do it. That's kind of how the sun feels coming back into Leo after a full year of transiting through other signs. But similarly to how if we were gone on vacation or if we've been out all day working and we come home and it's like, yeah, we're going to relax, we're good, like we can chill. But then we also have some responsibilities here that we haven't been able to take care of because we've been out. So that's kind of another thing that comes up during this Leo season. It's like, yeah, I want to enjoy, I want to do all these things, but I also have responsibilities that I need to take care of. Leo is also associated with the 5th house, which deals with children, with ideas, with creativity, with pregnancy as well, both literal pregnancy and metaphorical. Again, like the birth of ideas and all of that type of stuff. So you might notice that you have more ideas coming to you this season. You may feel more creative sparks and more creative energy. If you do start to have a lot of ideas coming to you, make sure you write them down because you could forget them. So be sure to write any ideas down that might come to you. This can also be associated with the masculine. So the sun can be associated with the masculine. So you may notice father wounds or masculine wounds come up, or just things with the father energy or your father, or fathering, maybe you are a father, or inner child wounds as well, because the 5th house, because the sun is coming back to its home sign, you might feel energized, you might feel revitalized, you might feel this surge of energy, motivation to go after your desires, to go after the things that you want. You may also just feel good, like this playful and fun energy, like you can finally be carefree and just enjoy. So even if there are some heavy things you're working through, because the sun's at home, it's like it doesn't feel as bad, or it doesn't feel like the energies are working against you, but rather it's like I can still deal with these heavy things in a comfortable way, in a playful way, in a way where I still feel good. There aren't really many major transits happening during this season, but two of the things that will be happening is Mars moving into Libra, where it's in detriment, and Venus moving into Cancer. So Mars moving into Libra can sometimes look like we want to take this action. We have all this passion and all this fiery energy we want to take action with, but then our mind is like overthinking things. But then we're overthinking and we don't take the action. And maybe we're starting to overanalyze or doubt ourselves and procrastinate on taking action. So during this Leo season, really ask yourself, where are you procrastinating and why? Where is this procrastination coming from? Is it a fear, or is it simply that you lack the energy? Maybe you're just tired and you have had so many other things going on and right now you just need a break, and maybe that's why you're procrastinating. So find out where this procrastination is coming from. But also Mars in Libra can sometimes be a good thing in the sense that we're trying to bring more balance into our creative spark, we're like, okay, I have this desire, but let me see both sides of things. Or maybe you have this intense feeling, but it's like, let me take a step back and evaluate both sides of things. So sometimes it can be a good thing, although again, Mars doesn't really like to be in Libra. It's just that depending on how you use that energy, it can either work for you or work against you. If you give in to the procrastination and the overthinking, then it can work against you. But if you allow the balance and the scales of Libra to be weighed out, but still take that action, it can work for you in your benefit. And with Venus entering Cancer, I see this as like, where in our inner world do we need to bring in more love and more self-care and nurture ourselves and take care of our inner world? Where do we need to bring in more beauty in our inner world? Maybe where do we need to spend some more time taking care of our emotions and filling our cup and making sure that we really feel good inside, that we feel like we've taken care of ourselves, taken care of our emotional needs and fulfilled whatever needs that we have. And the last thing that's already kind of happening right now is the Sun opposing Pluto, and that will go exact on July 25th. And so when it goes exact, although we are likely still feeling this energy right now, it can deal with power struggles. This struggle of like, I want to be seen as my authentic self. I want to put myself out there. I want to go and do all these things. But at the same time, I have this internal struggle going on. I have these subconscious fear that I might be working through of like, what's going to happen if I put myself out there? Or wanting to stay small, wanting to keep yourself protected, wanting to stay hidden, but at the same time wanting to be seen. So there's like this struggle of like, do I allow myself to be seen, or do I take a step back and go within? Another thing that might come up during this season is struggles with our ego, struggles with our pride. Are we taking action out of this need for validation, or what intention are we doing and taking action with? Again, like, is the intention validation and approval of others, maybe praise or wanting attention? Or is it because we genuinely enjoy this thing, we genuinely want to do it, it's an inner desire? Or maybe even both. Both could happen, both could be true. It's like really calling us to ask ourselves, where have we been performing for others? Where have we been performing out of alignment with our true values, with our true self? And are we possibly dimming our light? Again, that goes back to the opposition of Pluto with the Sun. It's like, are we dimming our light to feel safe, to keep ourselves small? Are we potentially fearing our own power and keeping ourselves small in order to keep ourselves safe in this bubble that we've created? So we don't have to go after our big dreams, our big goals, because those things can sometimes seem scary. Those things can sometimes bring up challenges. And with this opposition, it's like, maybe we've been keeping ourselves small because we don't want to have to go through those challenges. Yeah, we desire these big goals, we desire this big dream, but it's safer here. It feels more comfortable here to not go after those things. Pay attention to where in your life you've been dimming your light. Where in your life have you been playing it safe and playing it small and not allowing yourself to be seen or heard? Bring attention to that and just bring love to those areas. And if you want to know more about how the Sun moving through Leo is going to impact you specifically, taking a look at your birth chart can be really helpful. So for example, if you have Leo in your second house, the Sun transiting your second house is going to highlight your finances, your material world, your possessions, maybe where you have been making poor financial decisions, or maybe where you've been making really good financial decisions. So it will bring up those things, anything dealing with your material world, your finances, those types of things. If you have it, for example, transiting the 7th house, the Sun transiting here is possibly going to shed light on your romantic relationships, your intimate relationships, maybe where we've been struggling in our intimate relationships, or maybe where things are really good. It'll highlight those things. So depending on where you have Leo in your birth chart, that house or the energy of that house will be seen more heavily for you. And lastly, there may be this feeling of perfectionism that comes up, of wanting things to be perfect, of really heavily feeling this energy of perfectionism. And this season can really highlight our solar plexus chakra. So doing solar plexus chakra work, healing through that can be really beneficial to align yourself with this season, to help yourself move through this season as harmoniously as possible. And if you want the journal prompts, I'm just going to put them on my Instagram. It's just a little bit easier to keep them in one area. So if you want to check that out, check out my Instagram. We have the new moon in Leo happening on July 24th. So this is really about shedding things, going within and seeing what needs to be shed, what out of this cycle, so from the last new moon to this new moon, needs to be closed out, needs to be shed. And the full moon in Aquarius is going to happen on August 9th. We'll have a collective reading for that. Most likely they'll be shorts because those are just easier. And now let's get into the collective reading. What message does Spirit have for the collective for this Leo season 2025? Okay, that's hilarious. We have Justice. I feel like the reason this came up is because it's highlighting that Mars transit through Libra, because Justice is associated with Libra. So definitely pay attention to that time. I'll put it up on the screen right here when it's going to be transiting, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But more than that, I also feel this is a message of bringing balance. So allowing yourself time to play and also work. Enjoying having fun and managing your responsibilities. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about with the sun coming home, and when we come home from a long day of work or from vacation or whatever, it's we're home, we can relax, but I also have these responsibilities that I need to take care of. So this is really asking us, where can we pay more attention to creating that balance so that we can enjoy, have fun, play, do all the things, but also manage our responsibilities. I'm also feeling with this that any injustices that have happened are being corrected. And if you have been wrongly accused of something or have been wronged in any way, this is clearing up during this Leo season. And I'm getting the sense that this is about seeing truths. Even if they're not what we like to hear, or even if it's not something we want to hear, it's about seeing the truth of the situation, seeing things for what they are, rather than being blinded to it simply out of this desire to keep ourselves from facing that hardship. Because some truths are, they say the truth can be bitter. Some truths are not fun to deal with. Some truths are not easy to deal with. But that doesn't make it, but by ignoring it, you're doing yourself an injustice. So yeah, that's one of the things that's coming up as well, is where can we be more open to seeing the truth of things, seeing the reality of things, seeing things as they actually are, instead of being blind to it. Seeing things for what they really are, instead of how we want to see them, if that makes sense. I feel like getting one more, or whatever wants to come out. What other messages, Spirit, do you have for the collective during this season of Leo? During this Leo season. Ooh. We have the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. I love that this came out together, because it's almost are we willing to put in the work towards the dreams and the desires that we have? Are we willing to take action towards those dreams and desires? What do we want to manifest? Are we willing to put in the work to manifesting those things? And I also get the sense that this is probably a really good time to put in work, to start manifestation work. What do you want to manifest? Set that intention and start walking towards that. For some of you, with this coming out, I feel like you are receiving a manifestation that you have been diligently putting work towards. I feel like a manifestation is happening for you. Something is manifesting for you that you have been putting a lot of work into. This could be like maybe your business. If you have a business, you've been putting a lot of effort and work into your business, and things are finally starting to grow. You're finally starting to see like it actually manifested in your reality. Your finances are working out better. So maybe for some of you, this could deal with your finances. Maybe you've wanted to or have set that intention to manifest greater finances, and this is like you've been putting in that effort, and now it's like you're being rewarded for that. I love that this came up. With justice and this coming out, it's like accept what you need to accept about your reality. See your reality as it is right now, but don't let that be the reason you don't walk towards better or that you limit your manifestation abilities. Just because our reality is one way right now doesn't mean it has to be that way forever. So with the two of these, or with these cards, it's like, yes, our reality is this way. We can accept that. But that doesn't mean that we have to accept it and fold over. We can still manifest what we want. So still set that intention. Even if you've come to this place of accepting your reality as it is, still set that intention for what you want moving forward. Because you never know when it will happen. You never know how the universe is going to work things out. So make sure you set those intentions, even if you cannot see right now how that intention would possibly happen. Still set it, especially during this season in Leo. Really, right now is the best time to set that intention. And I feel like I got a message similar to this in another reading, but since it's coming up, I'm going to say it again. Right now, set that intention. Create the things that you want in your life. Manifest it. Bring it into your reality, even if your reality doesn't reflect that right now. So yeah, like you can still accept your reality as it is. You don't have to be blinded to the truth, because I know sometimes in manifestation, a lot of people can be conflicted with the idea of like, okay, you're told to live as if you already have it, but then your reality doesn't reflect it. And it's like, and you're also told not to obsess about it and to detach from it. So like, how can I live as if I have it right now and also detach from it? And I'm looking at my reality and it doesn't reflect it at all. So it's like navigating that. Yes, we can accept our reality as it is right now. And as for living as if you already have it, that's like bringing those emotions. What would it feel like if you had it? Bring that into your day. Live your day out from that place. It's not to say that your reality has to reflect it, but you internally can start to feel it. You can start to feel good about it, because it's like, I know it's going to come to me. I know I'm going to get it. One way or another, it's going to enter my life somehow. So I can just breathe in that energy, and I can just enjoy living from that place right now. I hope that makes sense. So even if my reality doesn't necessarily reflect that right now, I know it's going to happen. And I can live from that energy. I can bring that energy in of like, it's going to happen. It's going to be taken care of. For some of you, because we have the 8 of Pentacles and that's associated with Virgo, whatever intention you set right now or whatever you've been diligently manifesting and working towards, you'll really start to see it in Virgo season. But that doesn't mean that it's not working, because behind the scenes, a lot of things are happening. So continue to take action towards your manifestations. Continue to take action towards the things that you're being called to take action towards. Yeah, because your manifestations are happening. Alright, that's all I'm getting. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye!